Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Todoroki X listener. It's Striking Fear by Bakubabes Hataki on AO3. The link will be in the description, and let's go ahead and get into it. You had always admired him. You admired everything about him. But lately, he hasn't been himself. If there was one thing you wanted to do, it was help Shoto Todoroki. He had once been so warm and caring with you, but now he was turning distant. There had been no warning. The last time you had asked him to meet you for lunch, he had agreed and then bailed on you the morning of. That wasn't like Shoto at all. Shoto had known that he was hurting you, but he hadn't known what to do. He was conflicted. He knew that he didn't want to push you away, but these feelings had jumped on him from out of nowhere. He didn't want to take you down with him. He knew that he wasn't suited for this, and didn't want you to have to suffer with him. So, when you decided to show up at his house out of nowhere, the man was even more conflicted. As you stepped onto the porch and slowly knocked on the door, you had no idea that he was going to be so upset. You had hoped that this would help things, but as he opened the door and his eyes went wide, you weren't so sure. Shoto cleared his throat and kept the door open just wide enough for you to see his figure. Listener, he looked nervous. What are you doing here? You had now wondered if there was someone else in the house. Had he found himself a girlfriend that didn't want him to hang out around you? Was that why he was pushing you away? You placed your hand on the back of your head and scratched nervously. I just wanted to stop by and make sure you were okay, Shoto. You've barely been talking to me, and that's just not like you. You've never been distant from me, but now... He cut you off. His tone was serious as he stopped you. Don't. You don't know what's going on in my life. Everything is fine. You were taken aback by his answer. I noticed him trying to shut the door. He was trying to shut all the feelings that he was having back into the house and with him. You threw your hand out and hit the door, keeping him from shutting it. Don't play these stupid games with me, Toto. At the sound of the nickname you used for him, his eyes softened and he turned around. It had always sounded so perfect coming from your lips. He opened the door wider, and you tried to peek in behind him. While you had him off guard, he spoke again. Can I come in? We really need to talk. He was hesitant, but removed his arm and let you past him. You walked into the house and made your way into the kitchen, leaning against the counter as he followed you. He leaned against the counter on the other side of the room and waited for you to speak. But when you said nothing, he knew that he needed to start things. I promise that everything is fine. I've just been busy. You looked up from the floor and felt your anger rising. Why was he acting like this? Why was he hiding something from you? He had been your best friend for 10 years. You had been inseparable since you were 16. Stop lying to me, Toto. His eyes widened as he heard you shouting, Stop pretending that you're okay, because I know that you're not. His eyes grew wider as he thought about how well you knew him. He should have known that he would never be able to hide anything like this from you. He took a deep breath and started, fear striking him as he realized what he was about to do. There's this person, and I really like them a lot, and it's terrifying me, so I've been bottling myself up in this house so that I can avoid it. They deserve better than me. They deserve someone who's always going to support them, and who's never going to cause them any trouble. He took a deep breath before continuing. I'm no good. They deserve to be happy with someone else. You almost laughed at him. You knew that there was more to this, but you didn't want to push too much. He was finally opening up. I hate to say it, Toto, but it sounds more to me like you're just afraid to be happy. He let his head drop. That's not true. How do you know that? You're going to cause this person all the trouble in the world? You don't know if they think that you're the most important person in the world. Maybe they've been just as afraid to tell you these things because they're afraid you'll reject them. You paused and swallowed hard, hoping that conveying these things would help him realize something. Maybe they think the same thing about themselves towards you. Maybe they think that you deserve better, Toto. They're the most beautiful and amazing person I've ever met. They mean the world to me. I wouldn't ever want them to think down on themselves. He looked back up at you, and a small, weak smile painted his face. Listener, I think I'm in love with you, and that scares the crap out of me. You could barely speak as the words came out of his mouth. Shoto, why does that scare you? What if my marriage ends up like my parents? What if I drive you crazy? What if I become my dad? You could feel the worry radiating off of him. He stepped forward and cupped his face in your hands. Shoto Todoroki, you might be a Todoroki, but you're nothing like your father. You smiled at him. You're smart, and you're kind, and you're everything he isn't. You tried to keep his attention on you, as he tried to look at the floor again. You're nothing like your father, and you never will be. At your words, he grabbed your face and placed his lips to yours roughly. As your lips danced together, all the worries of the world seemed to fade from the two of you. Shoto broke the kiss and watched you intently. I love you, listener. He softly spoke as you reassured him. I love you too, Shoto Todoroki. Alright, that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!